What's going on, Lions fans? Welcome back to another Detroit Done 313 episode. Glad to have you watching. Leave some comments down below. Hit the like button. You know the drill. It's been a while since I've had to kill off or squash any type of rumors, but put out an episode this morning, and then I was driving around. I go to the gym. I'm running a couple errands, and I'm listening to 97 Won the Ticket. It's right toward the end of the morning show and the afternoon show. I don't even know who still does the afternoon show, but I like the morning show because I really like listening to John Jansen. And they were talking about this Brandon Aiyuk situation and tying it with the Lions. And I had seen some stuff on Twitter, and I know how Lions fans get, man. And sometimes it's exciting and sometimes it's really far-fetched. This is one of those far-fetched ones, I think. Seeing a lot of people saying that the Detroit Lions should make a trade for Brandon Aiyuk. Pretty much anytime a player becomes available, we have to make a move as Detroit Lions fans. And I'm not trying to call out our fan base because I love our fan base. I think we're the most passionate fans in the NFL. There's some good, there's some bad, but that goes along with any fan base. So I'm just going to talk about this Brandon Aiyuk stuff that I've been seeing. Look, it's nothing against Brandon Aiyuk because as a player, he's a stud. Looking at his production, mostly actually he's very, very healthy, always playing. Rookie season he played 12 games. Rookie season you get a little pass. I don't remember the situation there, but 17 games played, and then this past year 16 games played. And his most productive season was this past year with 1,342 yards, 7 touchdowns on 75 catches. Very, very productive. If you want a player like that, it's going to cost you a draft pick and a player. Am I willing to do one or the other? No, I wouldn't trade for Brandon Aiyuk for just a draft pick. I'm not going to tie in a player as well. And the name that I was hearing on 97 Won the Ticket. And again, I'm not here to bash or throw any shade or, start anything up. If I've done that in the past. That's not what I'm trying to do. My goal here is good quality content. Just have a discussion. We can just have a discussion about this, can't we? The name I was hearing on 97 Won the Ticket was Jameson Williams, who myself and Will literally just posted episodes about yesterday when this news came out that Brandon Aiyuk has officially requested a trade from the San Francisco 49ers. So I thought it was kind of ironic that we had both just talked about in depth Jameson Williams, what we think he's going to do for the Detroit Lions this year. And what's funny is while I was looking up some stuff on Brandon Aiyuk, and I just read you guys his stat line for 2023, 16 games played, 75 catches, 1,342 yards, and 7 touchdowns. I truly believe that's going to be Jameson Williams' stat line this year. It's going to be somewhere around there. It might be a little bit less yards and less catches, if I could talk today. Less yards, less catches, but I feel like that 7 touchdowns and somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000 yards is what we're going to be looking at with Jameson. So why would I give up a player for a player when I have JMO under contract for essentially 3 more years and I don't have to give up anything? I already did that. I already gave up something. If I'm Brad Holmes, I moved up from pick 31 to pick 12 a couple years ago in the draft to get Jameson Williams. So I'm not going to close the door on him and ship him off for a guy who I think Jameson Williams is going to match production. And I'll be honest, I think Jameson Williams is more of a weapon. He's more of a weapon in the Detroit Lions offense. Like if Brandon Aiyuk comes here, and let's say we just gave up a draft pick to get him a second, third, whatever you guys think might get the job done. We just have too many mouths to feed. I really like the way our roster is built right now. We have a good complementary football team. We're getting production from every single level on our offense, offensive line, quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, running backs, like all 5. We have playmakers at every single level on our offense. And I get it. Brandon Aiyuk is a nice weapon. He's dependable. He's got availability, production, all that. It's great. But I'm telling you guys, I just can't close the book on Jameson Williams. So when that was the name I heard, this morning while I was driving around town. That's what really just got me peaked. And I know I know what's coming in the comments, clickbait, blah blah blah, just seeking for views or content. No, trust me, I got about 10 episodes in my notes I'm working on before training camp starts. I'm working on some stuff with some offensive players for training camp, defensive players, some rookies I want to dive into. But I got plenty of stuff I want to talk about. But I feel like this is a more important of a conversation. And again, we can have that here. We can just have a discussion. You guys can leave some comments. Are you all in on Brandon Aiyuk? Do you feel like we should ship off Jameson Williams and a 6th round draft pick to get him here? But I'm telling you guys, I really think Jameson Williams, his name being tied to this, it was very ironic for me since we just talked about it yesterday. And I'm telling you, I feel like Jameson Williams, like year 3, this is going to be a big year for him. I think he's going to have that similar production, and I have control over his contract for the next 3 years. And if I want to trade for Brandon Aiyuk, who's only essentially here, I think for a 1-year deal, I haven't looked up his contract, but I feel like it's a 1-year deal he has left. Then I got to go pay him money. If I got to pay Brandon Aiyuk, am I willing to pay him and let Ali McNeil walk out the door? Aiden Hutchinson's contract's coming up. We don't exactly know what's going to happen with Taylor Decker or Frank Ragnow in the future. So those draft picks are something we need to really hold on to. They're valuable. We got some guys in the wings that could come in and step up and make some plays. But I feel like if you give Brad Holmes those draft picks, he's going to fix that offensive line, or not fix, but keep it moving so that it doesn't need fixed. Just keep it humming along. So I'm completely out on the Brandon Aiyuk trade, and it's nothing to do with Brandon Aiyuk's skill set or his style of play or his personality. I would love to have him as a player, but I feel like we already have that player on our team with Jameson Williams. I think we just got to give it time. This is a make or break year, and you guys have been watching the show for long enough. You know that I defend Jameson Williams through thick and thin, all the gambling stuff, fireworks, gambling, injuries. Like we're here to defend Jameson Williams, and this is a make or break year for me when it comes to JMO. I'm standing on it. I'll put myself on an island if I have to. I'm telling you right now, if he plays 17 games, he will have a similar stat line to what Brandon Aiyuk had this past season in 2023. We can make a gentleman's bet on it. Whatever you guys want to bet, I'm willing to stand on that island. Let him be healthy. He'll have that similar type of production. We don't need to trade for Brandon Aiyuk. I think it would be more hurtful than it would be impactful. Jameson Williams with the 49ers, that's something I don't want to see. I don't want to see like any type of revenge or nothing like that to get him going or any extra motivation, because I want that NFC Championship here in Detroit this season. I want to run it back. I want the 49ers in Detroit. I know we play them in the regular season, but I'm talking playoffs. NFC Championship game, Saturday night, Sunday night, don't matter to me. Detroit Lions, Ford Field, cold weather. Let's go. Let's run it back one more time. Let's get another chance to go to the Super Bowl. I want my payback. But, guys, when it comes to Brandon Aiyuk, no shade, no disrespect. Hard pass for me. Not interested. I'm sticking with JMO. I'm keeping my draft picks. The Detroit Lions have a good thing going. Let's not mess it up, guys. Leave some comments down below if you feel different. That's perfectly fine. We can have a discussion. Hit that like button. Stick around. I'll be back later with another show.